Hello, and welcome back to Blueprints, day 29. Yesterday, in the game, was quite an exciting day. We opened a safe in the boudoir, which had absolutely nothing in it. But we also opened the apple orchard, which has given us a nice cushy 20 extra steps per day. And we ran out of steps right at the apple orchard, so I haven't actually gotten to go look at it yet since I opened the fence. Simon opened the gate and then immediately passed out. He couldn't even get to the apple to eat it. Also, yesterday, I did a thing I've been sort of trying to do for a bit, which is to put a room in every single square of the house, and nothing happened other than I got a trophy. But it does not turn out that putting a room in every space of the house is a relevant game action to take. So let's see. What do we have here? I am hoping that what we have, among other things, is one of these. Because this is, I think, going to do something. I don't know what, but all four of those being lit seems like it should do something. It seems to have created a magic elevator of some description. I will take a magic elevator. Can I undo it, by the way? I can undo it. I don't want to, but I suppose I can. Okay, this is... well, it kind of looks like something. There's a sundial. Gardner's logbook from April 10th, 1992. Let's see. Do I see anything... I see. This is telling me that there are some specific places where the soil is better within and worse. Okay. Okay, we've got something about the gas line valve. Okay, let's see. I'm just skimming because I don't think you want to hear me read all of this. Okay, so we can also say the... So we learned one of the angels was named Mael. We've also now learned the angel with the stick is named Rihanna. We're going to have to do our own little Obra Dinn game of identifying what the names of all of these people are, I bet. Let's see, nothing back there. Okay. Well, this got me a permanent bonus and the thing I was most hoping for, but other than that, it was kind of a disappointment. I was hoping to get more like stuff to interact with, but I guess now that I have this area over here, I can go interact with this. I don't know if I should go do the sort of like outside room first, or if I should just go straight to the blue flame area. I'll go do the outside room first, why not? Just in case that area like takes me on some magical journey that I was not expecting. It seems like there's one more permanent addition that I have yet to unlock based on the interface design. It's like start the day with 6 keys or something. Okay. Do I have a preference between these? Probably. We'll do the shelter. Right, this is the one with the time save. And a note that pertains to some sort of nuclear event. Okay, so we're going to set the safe to open, I think. Set unlock date. So today is, if I look at it, I think it's December 5th, but let me double check. I'd like to go back, please. Because I want to just double check that it is December 5th. Because what I have written in my notes is that day 26 was December 2nd. So this is 27, 28, 29. This is 3 days later. So this is December 5th. Do I have any idea what time it is? Okay, we're certainly going to set it to 12:05. Set it to 2 p.m. Okay, so when it's 2 p.m. today, this will be open. I don't know how long it'll be open for. Okay, so now let's go back and try to figure this out. Okay. The current time is like almost but not quite 9 a.m., by the way. So now we are running over to our little magic elevator thingy. Let's go the other way and see what happens. This looks like the ending of The Witness. Okay, what is going to be down here? This is probably going to connect to the tomb area. Okay, let's see. Mining company exposition. As our client suspected, the arches were visible from the south cliff were part of a much longer arcade carved into the rock surface. This is 1915. I don't remember what year it is currently. Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible, but after a few days of clearing vines, moss, and dirt, we've uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we've surveyed has ended abruptly, and every promising path leading deeper into the mountain has been blocked by tunnels. The site is either much older than we first assumed, or someone's deliberately had these chambers buried. Okay, I cannot take fall damage, apparently. I cannot take a torch, it would seem. Let's see. I can go in here. Oh, where there's a bunch of chess pieces. Oh, I probably have to come here and mark the chess pieces that are in the rooms or something. I'm just going to make myself a note that there's chess pieces in the elevator. So yeah, so I probably have to place the things and then place them in the appropriate places, something like that. This has sort of a pawn, a knight. Yeah, I guess the key thing is I don't even know where there's a queen. But this is one of everything, right? Rook, knight, bishop, queen, king, pawn. Yeah, one of each. So I guess I, in particular, have to know where there even is a queen before I can do this. Because I have not found one yet. I think I've found at least one of all the others. Let's see. Cover today when the term sigil or realm sigils whose crude circular marks something something royal something something. Simple understanding of these fascinating glyphs. Okay, so must first dismantle the symbol and identify several elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of 4 things: the core, the dividing lines, the moats, and the border. Okay, so the center of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. The core gives us the name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind the name. Okay, we've got some stuff there. Red style, several things. Okay, so counting the something. Okay, the last page is missing. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. Rainy realm is indicated by 3 lines. Stormy line. Windy. Okay, then we've got the moats. So on each sigil floating between the rays are small figures called moats. Tribal for primitive. That for agricultural. Martial, metropolitan, academic, spiritual, poetic. We've got a border. Each one corresponding to a different color. Which are almost, but not quite, the colors of these things. Okay, so we have in this book we have a note that says red, but it's crossed out. Banners, martial fog. Okay, and so if we look back, red is the border that has the sort of swivelly bits. Martial is the sort of 2 teeth. Fog, I don't think we have. And I don't think we have that yet. Okay, but this book is in the elevator. Okay. Cool. Why not? Okay, but that is all that is down here for now. There is a closed door in this hallway, in addition to the chess place. I can see why we're needing those 20 extra feet, huh? Okay, let us ascend. Let's see what time it is. Because remember, we have the thing in the time safe that I set to open at 2. It is not 10 yet, so we'll be okay. I will once again throw a coin in there in case someday it's going to do something. And then we shall start our exploration, I suppose. Walk-in closet with 4 items or billiard room and get some keys. I'll get the billiard room. stag tag. One of the things I was coming up with last time is I think it's always the one on the left that has one more letter than the one on the right. I never looked at that before, but I know something in my rank 9 is wrong. So that's why I have been trying to understand. So this is 3 squared plus 4 is 13. What? 3 squared is 9. Plus 1 plus 3 is 13. What did I do wrong? Oh, it's because 3 plus 1 squared. It's 4 squared, which is 16. That's right. There's a weird order of operations thing happening. Okay, so this is 36 minus 20 is 16. This is 4 times 20 is 80. Divided by 80 is 1. Okay, we've got the secret garden key. I really want to know where the secret garden is. It's something that has been I've gotten this key a whole bunch of times, and I have no idea where the secret garden is going to be. I'm going to go to the rumpus room because I always think it is good to see whatever the guy has to say. But also, that gives me a black bishop. It's not clear that the chess puzzle that I found has anything to do with whether the piece is black or whatever. Got the bishop black in rumpus room. Oh, I bet whatever the last permanent upgrade is, I bet it's what I get for connecting the laboratory to the boiler room. Okay, let's see what you have to tell me.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes. The fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway.
That's the dark room.
Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Okay, so I'm going to need the sniper rifle is what I'm getting out of this.
The following day, I will have nothing more to say.
It did show me the tomb. Oh, there's a salt shaker. That is an item. I do wish they were slightly more clear about what things were items and weren't when I was sort of scanning, but you could probably say, well, I wish you would pay more attention to what it is you're doing. And that would be fair, too. I think I'm going to take the Nook. Den sounds good to me. Get some extra gem action going. Okay, I can put a dead end thing here for sure. I mean, technically, this is a dead end thing. It's not really like removing a thing from the deck is what I've been trying to do. Only one statement is false. Only one statement is true. The gems are in a box of the false. I think these are repeating now. So one of these is true and one of these is false. Gems are in a box with a false statement. Okay, so if the gems are in the blue box, then this is very weird to think about. I mean, the only color that's like possible, like just by symmetry thinking about this, it seems hard for me to okay, so I guess the question is this true or false? If the gems are in a box with a false statement, then they're not in this box. If the gems are in a box with a true statement, then they're not in this box. So the gems are never in the black box, I guess, is one thing to notice. So if this statement is true, then there's a false to have the are there two falses either way? Is that what this is telling me? I'm trying to figure out exactly how I should think about this. So I know this is always one of each, true and false, because of course one of these is true and one of them is false. Do I, by the way, have black pawn in the parlor written on my list? Yes, I do. Okay. Okay, so if this is true, I know it's one of these two. Okay, so if only one statement is false, if this is true, then this is the false statement, and that's true. So if this is true, then, okay, if this is true, that's false, and the black box is true. On the other hand, if this is false, then there's two false statements, which means this one is true, which means this one's false. Okay, so if this is true, then black is false, and if this is false, then black is false. So black is actually always false. So the gems are always in a box with a true statement, and black is not that box. Because black's statement we said is always false. Okay, and if black's is always false, then we know that these are one false and one true. That means there are two falses. And so only one statement is true, and that is the one with the white box. Okay. I feel like I did that agonizingly slowly, and hopefully it's right, but I don't want to think about it anymore. Haha. Okay. We will go back through the den. Oh, there's a chest over here that I just didn't notice the first time. We'll open it on the hope that there's some keys in it. In fact, there are 3 keys in it, so we're max rewarded for our greed. Okay. Feels like a good place to stow the walk-in closet, I want to say. Get my 4 items out of the way. 1 gem, 2 keys. Okay, back to the entrance hall. That's not the way back to the entrance hall. Ooh, the comments will not like that I wasted those feet like that. They will say that that was bad. Oh, wait, that was not the way back to the entrance hall. I was about to do it again. Okay. Also creeped out that I have to kill a guy now. I was not expecting this to be that kind of game, but it would seem to be. Okay, let's see. The hallway would go nowhere. The pantry would go nowhere. The gymnasium would at least allow this area to continue slightly. The hallway feels like especially wasteful here. I guess I'll put the gymnasium there, but I'll put the gymnasium there and not actually enter it. How about that? And then we'll put the courtyard over here. Also, I will admit I'm not the biggest fan of the word courtyard. Okay, we'll continue this way. Commissary has items for sale. I have got some money. I could peruse. Buy a magnifying glass and a shovel. Sounds good to me. We like to have those. Okay, well, I'm going to go back and dig in this room. I should probably have written down what places it is that are particularly nice to dig, but I don't know that it matters an enormous amount if we're being honest with ourselves about the way the world works. I mean, this is good, but it's 2 gems. I guess we'll do it. Well, at least we got one of the gems back. Maybe I don't really want there to be a higher chance of finding green rooms because the boiler room isn't green. These are just so very nice for, these things, boy, 7 keys, nice. Never comes evenly, does it? That's right, I have salt. Okay, so we can go in here. Again, I'm sort of looking for excuses for places to put things that I can stow dead ends, basically. I think the chapel is probably a good excuse to do that. Okay, so yeah, we can take the... we'll take the guest bedroom and stow it down here. Why not? It's got the compass. Gets me some extra feet. I'll take extra feet any day of the week. Okay, we'll stow this dead end here. Get a money, some more keys. keys are not going to be our problem today, I don't think. I guess in theory I could get screwed here if I draw very badly. Why did I have to say it? Why did I have to say it? Well, I could get 3 more keys. But there is a problem, which is that no matter how I do this, and I don't have any dice, it's not going to turn out that I secretly have dice. There's no connecting things over there. Yep, that's going to be it for today, isn't it? You know, the compass is not helping that much, because none of these, not a single one, connects north, despite the fact that it claimed that it was going to help me draw more things to connect north. So I guess I'll draft this and hope I get a really cool item. Oh, like a die. Yeah, that'll really help. That'll help a lot. Thank you, game. Thank you very much. Okay, well, that was a short day. Card and car. Okay, I'm re-verifying the left is always the one with the extra letter, so that when I'm sort of re-examining my words in row 9, that I can use that to maybe identify which one it is that I have mis-examined. Okay, yeah, that's that. Great. Oh, there's a sledgehammer. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, the bad news is that I literally used a key when I was half an inch from a sledgehammer. The good news is that I ended the day with 11 keys, so keys were not the problem. So even if I had planned that correctly, it would not have impacted anything. So I think that a good gameplay thing is results, not decisions. I think that's the phrase. Oh, there's a metal detector here too. Speaking of things. Oh boy, there's a hole. Maybe the hole will have something. It did not. Okay. I'm going to just note where some of my chess pieces are, and I'm going to try putting some of them on the board and see if putting some of the chess pieces on the board in a room that matches does anything. Because it's not like I got anything else to do today. Other than look out for the stalker. We're definitely on the lookout for the stalker. Oh, right. I was supposed to go back to the one room around 2. Right. Okay, so we're going to go down here and try and put some chess pieces on the board, and then we're going to try and wait for it to be 2 before I forget. And just end the day like I was about to. Because I would like to not ever think about the time safe ever again, because I feel like that's the dumbest thing in the entire game. In a game that is not short of decisions that I would have made differently. But I think it is true that in game design, generally, the good decisions matter a lot more than the bad decisions. But boy, are there things that I would not have heaped praise upon the game for. Okay, so we've got our chess piece guide here. Let's see. Do I have any knights? The only room I currently know that has a knight is the observatory, so I don't have one of those. There is a pawn in the den, so if I take this pawn and stick it here, that matches the den. Yeah, so I don't think this is going to do anything if I don't have all the pieces. There's a bishop in the Kerch, which is row 3, column 2. There is a rook in the nook, which is over here. Heaven forbid I have to actually make this something other than just put the pieces in the right place. And I don't have a king, which is only in the office, and I don't have a queen, which is, as far as I know, nowhere, but I bet I know where it is. Okay, so I don't get anything for that, I don't think. Unless going back to those rooms now does something, which I guess I might as well, because, again, my whole goal is to make it to 2. or to forget and just end the day and then make everyone in the comments and myself sad. I might even leave a comment about how I was sad about it. I wish I had a watch that would tell me like the time that it was of the day. I feel like that would make the time save thing a little less annoying. Only a little bit, but a little bit nonetheless. I suppose I could scout out see if the secret garden somehow is in one of these, but I genuinely don't think so. Okay, so I was going to check, because it was like let's just check the nook for and this was pine and pin. So again, yeah, I think we've pretty well verified the theory of the left. Is just checking to see if anything has changed in this room. If anything has changed in this room, I don't see what it is. Because this is one of the ones. This is the one I used for the rook. We can go to the church real quick and just check there. I'm assuming that somehow like the time changes with your steps, but I'm not even 100% sure of that. Let's see, what is the time? Almost 1. Let's see. Do I see anywhere I can shove this secret garden key? I got excited for a second because I saw that sort of peeking through the wall, and I was all like, oh, maybe that's the secret garden. I don't think that is the secret garden, I regret to tell you. Okay. Yeah, right, we're going to the chapel. Unless the secret garden is out here. Oh, I didn't even pick up my running shoes from before, did I? Ooh, boy. Despite the fact that it's not going to have mattered at all, I have not been at my most observant. Let's see, I see the red ring around there. Is this... I don't think this is the emblem thing that I was learning about earlier. Although maybe it is, but I don't think so. The thing that was in the book. Yeah, and the chess piece is still here. I can't interact with it. I probably just have to lay out everything in order for it to work. Okay. I'm going to go try and get this thing from the key safe so that we can claim that we did something today. Let's see. Probably have to, like, run back and forth? Or do I just have to, like, wait here and stare at the clock? Funnily enough, I think it is moving. But I might be hallucinating it. No, I'm pretty sure it's moving. I don't think it was touching the 2 before. So I think the captivating gameplay at the moment is watch Zeta wait for this to turn to 2. I guess I could, like, go in the room with the safe and wait for the safe to open back up. Let's see. Okay, so we can just come here and wait for a bit for this to open. I wonder if it'll make a noise when it opens. Let's see. Does this tell me what time it is? Enter. I can look at the radiation monitor. will take a radiation level measurement. I hope that doesn't become a problem. Swan song. Let's see. I don't think I can do anything with this, but I will attempt to provide entertainment, during which I wait for an hour for this thing to open. I realize at least it's not a real life hour. Let's see. Staff services. Staff announcements. Special orders. Right. I can ask if I want something specific. I don't actually think I need anything specific at the moment that I'm aware of. Data transfers. What is this? Not currently available. Okay. Oh, there's a glossary of terms. Oh, right. Long ago, Tristan pointed out that I looked at this, and then I only ever looked at the first page, and I didn't notice I was only looking at the first page. There's a few terms I don't have access to yet. Okay, let's see. Is the key safe open yet? Not yet. What time is it? So I set it for 2. I'm glad I did not set it for 3. I, of course, wish I had set it for 1, but how was I to know? Let's see. Okay, we are... I feel like this game is really an advertisement for how impatient I generally am. Let's see. Okay, just 20 minutes. Just enough time to watch the opening cutscene of the game. That Tristan always tries to tell me was only like 3 minutes long. You can, in fact, see the veranda on the outside is interesting. So I think my theory that if I put the chapel on the outside, I could see what was on the window was correct. But I didn't need to, because I found a different solution to that puzzle. But that was how I had intended to solve that hypothetical puzzle that I turned out not needing to solve. Okay. Just walking a bit to make sure that this actually does open. Open. Please hold. Please open. Please don't make me do this ever again. I thought I heard it click. I was imagining it. Seriously, why did they do this? Okay, we're almost there. We're so close. It's less than 5... Well, sorry, it's less than 10 in-game minutes now. So we have burned some of the time. I can just want to sit here and eat my sandwich and wait for this to do something. But Tristan has advised me very strongly that I am not supposed to eat during videos, even if I am waiting for a safe to open. So how's everyone's day going? I've been trying to save some of my blueberry plants. Some of my blueberries are not doing very well. My peppers, though, are doing quite well, so I have been working on sort of like moving some of those to larger pots for the ones that are outside. Woohoo! Okay, why do these all have this little... Oh, I guess that's like a gem stand. Okay, so this is number 7. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years, suspicions aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions of this fact. Those of us that were once bitten are twice shy, and I'm aware of the cost of my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront, and I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In the distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open, in that distant land I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Okay, I'm going to take pictures of all of this because I never want to do this again. But it sounds like the random 1 gem that is in each of these, which is seemingly pointless, is in fact 1 each of the gems of the crown. Okay, so we'll take a picture of this just in case we need it later. Sort of doesn't feel like that's what's going to happen, but one never knows. Okay, so yeah, that's just to remind me that I have 1/8 of the crown jewels. Hopefully I don't have to open all 8 on the same day. That would be a giant pain. Okay. I think, though, that is going to be the end of today, which I did get the safe open, so it wasn't a complete loss, but oh boy, did I feel like I got quite unlucky in the house. But anyway, we'll be back soon with more blueprints, but for now, I am going to end the day and see what happens tomorrow.